Hey guys, so today I wanted to film a video for educational purposes and basically just to like a PSA for people in the BDSM community and in different subcategories. I chose to film outside because I've been sick recently and I hope you guys can see my face a little bit. I have a hat on because my hair is ratchet. But I decided I needed a little fresh air and yeah, so I had a little debate with someone who was underage in the little community, and sorry if you hear outside sounds. If it doesn't film well, I'll just make another video. So 1 second. Okay, so wow, the comments are disabled now, but I can try to remember what I said or what she said. Okay, so basically someone was talking about underage littles in the community, DDLG. I'm not into DDLG, and let me first say that I am 18. A lot of people have been thinking I'm underage, but I'm not. I'm 18. I started this YouTube account last year when I was 17, so that means I'm going to be 19 soon. I am in the kitten play community, but I have been educating myself further in basically BDSM core concepts, as in traditional speaking. A lot of underage people don't realize that they need to study on BDSM more than they need to study on kitten play, because kitten play at its core is BDSM. And that's just what it is. And if you don't want to be in a BDSM relationship or do BDSM things, then you're not into kitten play. And I'm sorry, a lot of people cannot grasp that concept at all. They just think, no, I do this, you're describing this, that's what I am, and that's what I'm going to be, that's final. Like, no, you can't just say that. You can call it something else, but it's not kitten play. You can just say, oh, I like to do this, but you can't say it's kitten play. You know what I mean? So this is where this argument happened. So this girl on another video, which the comments are disabled now, but I have screenshots, so she was talking about how she does not agree with underage littles because it's really dangerous for them and looking for daddies and stuff like that. And I have noticed that underage littles will comment, I'm only 14 and I can't find a daddy, sad face, or like something like that. Please know that in BDSM you do not have to be in a relationship to be into BDSM or to even start to be in BDSM. There are things called tops and bottoms, and they are not in relationships, or they could be in relationships. They could just be play partners, or they could be something more. So it's not like you don't have to have a dom or a sub to just be in BDSM. So she commented, the girl who I was having a debate with, commented saying that coloring and watching kids' TV shows and having like stuffed animals, that's so bad. And I feel like she didn't grasp what the girl was saying, what is bad. And what is bad is it can be really dangerous to be underage and saying that you're looking for a daddy, and then these older people comment on your Instagram just being open about it. It's really dangerous for underage people. And I will go in a whole topic of how I feel about underage people, because I do see a lot of hypocrisy going on with the older groups. So I'll tell you guys what I think, and maybe I will do that today, but I haven't eaten today, so I just wanted to get this video out there. Okay, so anyways, I said, I told her, maybe you're into something else. It could be just age aggression or a hobby or something like that. And she says, no, I'm in a relationship with a minor. It's not like I'm dating a 40-year-old. It's not quite as a hobby as you guys are thinking. I'm not fracking anyone when I regress. However, we do still play as the age rolls. Okay, so I notice a lot of people who I'm trying to educate or trying to just like tell them the facts, they get really defensive, they don't want to learn, and they just pretty much are like, no, this is how I think and that's how it is. And that's not really how it is. DDLG and age regression are two different things. You can have both at the same time, or you can't. or you don't have to. DDLG, you don't have to age regress. You could just have the role play. Age regressing is when you actually feel like you're going into a different age, and it's actually a psychological like exercise that they do in therapy for people who have had trauma in age. But you know, normal people can do it too, just to let out a release. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there. So then someone else says, this isn't DDLG or BDSM, this is called age regression. DDLG or CGL is a power exchange dynamic between two consenting adults. If you are dressing up and coloring and acting like a kid, you're an age regression, not a little. Littles are kinky adults who are 18 plus. So she said, no, actually, you are completely wrong. You are putting everyone in the little community in a bad place, saying it's a kink / fetish for everyone in it. That is wrong. You do not have to be 18. Surprise, surprise. So in a couple of years, I will be 18. Yeah. So I'm guessing this girl is 16 or 15. It is a kink. It is a fetish. You cannot say it's not a kink or not a fetish. It is. It is. That's just what it is. DDLG is a kink and a fetish. It's part of BDSM. BDSM is a kink and a fetish. That's why they call each other kinksters and stuff like that. Age regression is not a kink or a fetish. As I said, they do it in therapy. It's not a kink or a fetish because it doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't have to be something that, it's not really an alternative thing to do. It's just not a kink or a fetish. It's age regression. It can be used as therapy. DDLG is a kink and a fetish. And if you didn't know that, I would suggest doing a lot more research. So, I said, okay, I'm sorry, but you are very incorrect. DDLG is a form of BDSM, and it doesn't matter about age of consent to have sex. BDSM is recognized as 18 plus. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. If you do not think that you are doing BDSM or TPE, you are not doing DDLG. You might just be into age regression. So I was telling her basically it is a part of BDSM, so you are doing a kink, hence kink community. She then told me, which I can't fully look at, but I can get the gist of. She said, no, you are actually completely wrong. You are putting everyone in the little community in a bad place by saying it is a kink or a fetish for everyone in it. That is wrong. You also don't have to be 18. Okay. It is a kink and a fetish. You're doing BDSM. BDSM, look it up. The definition of BDSM is the acronym, and also a kink. If you don't want to be into BDSM, you can be an age regressor, or you can be just someone who's doing that. However, you're not doing DDLG if you're not having the components of BDSM, and it doesn't have to be sexual. It's just the power exchange, and she's blatantly saying that she's not doing a power exchange, that she's not doing any aspects of BDSM. However, it's still DDLG. No. You can't just steal a term. Like, that's basically what they're doing. And saying that I'm doing a bad, like, she's actually disrespecting all the people who are actually in DDLG for the whole aspect of it. Sorry, I keep looking over there. My cat is being a weirdo. But it's basically term stealing. You can't just steal something and call it DDLG. It's just gonna not educate people, and people are just gonna be learning things and going, what? Like, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that, because it can't be two things. Like, it's like having a nurse say that they're a doctor, and they're saying, yeah, I know, I do everything a doctor does, so I am a doctor. No, you're not a doctor. You're a nurse. I hope that didn't, like, be mean to nursing, because I'm majoring in nursing. But it's true. You don't have that term. You're a nurse, not a doctor. You may do things that a doctor does, but you're not a doctor. You're a nurse. Just, I hope that makes some kind of sense. If you're asexual, it doesn't matter. As long as you have a power dynamic and you follow the basic BDSM rules, traditionally, you don't even have penetration or any kind of sex during a scene of BDSM. That's how it was traditionally. And then I told her that, and she said, BDSM does include sex. It is a sexual fetish. at this point, I'm pretty much thinking that she's like pulling my leg, or she's just doing something to irritate me, because I'm literally agreeing with her that yes, asexuals can be in the BDSM community as long as they have the guidelines and follow the proper stuff. As long as they have the basic guidelines, they can do whatever they want. But if they don't have the core, then it's not DDLG. And I told her that, and then she says, well, BDSM is sexual, and yes, it can be sexual sometimes. So I don't understand what she's saying at all. I told her about the traditional. I was like, you need to do your research about BDSM before you dive into a subcategory, and you don't know, if you don't know anything about BDSM and you're just like, I'm into kitten play, I'm into DDLG, I'm into pet play, I'm into all this, learn about BDSM first. Because I did dive into kitten play, however, I didn't participate until I was 18. I knew about it when I was 17 and 16. I didn't participate until I was 18. That could have been different if I was in different circumstances. However, I did more research about BDSM before I even participated in it, and it had me understand it into a way that I care about this so much that I get really, really defensive about it, because I educate myself every single day about BDSM. Because that's the core, and that's what I really want to be in and am in. I am sorry this has been all over the place, but I'm just going to summarize it all up now. The girl who I was basically debating with wasn't educated and didn't do her research very well, because age regression can have BDSM aspects if you add it with DDLG. However, it does not have to be BDSM at all, because they actually use it for therapy, like I said in the beginning of the video. You can be an age regressor and do everything that DDLG does, just the aspects of watching TV, like kids shows, having stuffies, having a binky, dressing up like a little kid, doing all of that. And it does not have to be BDSM. You can do all of that. If you're really into that, you can do that. Or you could just do it on your own and say it's just something you like to do. If that's something you like to do, that's completely fine. You can just do that on your own. Put it into perspective. Even my mom, she acts like, this is really personal of me telling you this, so I hope you guys really understand after I tell you this. My mom actually calls my stepdad daddy, and she acts like she's 5 years old sometimes. Not much around me, but like sometimes when she does it around me, I'm just like, because it's my mom, you know? But she'll be like, I'm 5 years old, I want this, and like she'll like do that, and I even one time talked to her and I was like, are you into DDLG? And she was like, what's that? And I sent it to her, and she was like, no, I just like to do that, like it's just something she likes to do, like, because her childhood was not really the best, so she kind of acts like a little kid sometimes so she can fill out like her lost childhood. So that is something that you could be doing too. However, DDLG has BDSM aspects because it is a subcategory of BDSM. BDSM, I'm not going to do a full video on BDSM because I'm not that knowledgeable. I watch other people's videos and I can only tell you as much as I know. And I'm not going to bullshit to you guys because I actually looked up and I'm going to tell you guys facts. I'm not going to just spit out like stupid stuff and my opinion, because it's not my opinion. I'm telling you guys facts so you guys can get educated with me, because this is a journey. If you don't want, no one is telling you that you have to be into BDSM. No one. Do not let someone force you to be in BDSM, because that is abuse. And if you don't want to be in BDSM, that's fine. Just don't say you're a DDLG player or you're into DDLG, because I'm sorry, but you're not. If you don't like anything about BDSM, you're not into DDLG, and that's okay. You're doing the exact same things that DDLG does, but it's just that they have the BDSM aspect. You can still act like a little. But just know that, like, when people are saying, no, it's not this, it's not that, I don't want to be in BDSM, and then they say, and I'm still little, I'm still in DDLG. No, you're not. And you're disrespecting everyone who actually did real research and did real time and look into this and really cares about this. You're disrespecting them. You start a relationship with them. You're like, you're into DDLG? I'm into DDLG. But you're into the DDLG that you want to think is DDLG, which is not BDSM. And they're into like the DDLG, which is BDSM. You get together, you do a little contract thing, and you realize that you're not into the same thing at all, and you don't want to be in this, and you don't want to put yourself in a situation like that. So I hope this video helped you guys a little bit. I know it's really rambly. It's going to be a lot of editing process for me so I can even figure out what I was trying to say. But yeah, I hope my voice didn't annoy you. I've been sick. I'm kind of getting over it. And just a little update, I'm going to be getting 3 new piercings on Monday, and hopefully this video will be out by then. So, bye guys!